You are Locked On 76ers Postcast, part of Locked On Sports Philadelphia, on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Hey, how's it going? Welcome into Locked On Sports Philadelphia, Locked On 76ers Postcast. Well, I guess our winning streak was halted at 2 games. Should we do it in memory of the 2-game win streak? Just all the fun we had during the 2 games. How the world changed over the last, 2 Sixers wins and their epic longest win streak of the season. Shall we? I know we did it for the Phillies at some point in the season. Maybe we should do it for the Sixers as well. Goodness gracious. Here's the deal. It's a very simple thing. As I was saying and been saying for the start of this season, and now we're past the start of the season, the 76ers this year, without Joel Embiid, without Paul George, are going to be all about a learning experience. They're going to be all about growth. And Tyrese Maxey growing into be the number one guy, and Jared McCain went from a potential G League player, as noted by his head coach before the season started, to all of a sudden dropping team highs left and right, to being the rookie of the month of November in the Eastern Conference, and then again coming out tonight and dropping another team high, this time 24 points. And for the entire game being the only 76er that looked like he was playing with any moxie throughout the game tonight. And I got respect for this when it comes to Jared McCain. He is not he doesn't think of himself as a rookie. Like in the NFL, I've heard like a guy like Zach Ertz talk about Jaden Daniels for the Commanders, talk about how, well, after 2 games, he wasn't a rookie anymore. He became a veteran after 2 games. And you know what? I could see that. He plays like a veteran. He plays like a guy who's been in the league 10 years. He doesn't have any fear. I look at a guy like Jared McCain, and I think, after the first maybe week of the season, no longer a rookie. That guy is bloodthirsty when he's out there on the court. And I love every second of it. Draining the 3 at the end of the third quarter, giving a little look to the bench. Yeah, you show me that moxie. You show me that, what is it? Riz, as the kids say. He's got every ounce of it. And I'm watching Tyrese Maxey defer to him late in that third quarter. I'm watching Tyrese Maxey defer to him throughout the fourth quarter up until Maxey started getting more aggressive and attacking the rim. He was trying to do what he did in last night's game against the Hornets. 3 minutes left? I guess I'll start attacking the rim, get fouled, go to the line. The only thing he was able to do that with a lot more success against the Hornets. Tonight, he got fouled when the score was 103-100 in favor of the Magic. He missed the 3. Did he get fouled? Absolutely. Did they miss the call? Absolutely. I think he have enough time to regroup and get a better shot off? Yeah, but he was still fouled. But that doesn't make up for the other 6 3-point attempts Tyrese Maxey had tonight, or the other 14 attempts he's had in the last 2 games combined, only making 1 of them. If the Sixers are not going to have Joel Embiid and Paul George in 1 game, then Tyrese Maxey can't go 0 for 7 from 3. And he also can. No, he can he can make a couple of threes and still go 7 of 19 like he was tonight, but he can't go 0 for 7 from 3. That was awful. It was a really rough game to watch. The Sixers, just when you thought they were starting to get a little bit of control and take a little bit of a lead, of course, the Orlando Magic started coming roaring back. Either way, welcome into Locked On Sports Philadelphia. My name is Mark Farzetta. Make sure you hit like and subscribe on the Locked On Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel and all that type jazz. Also, don't forget, your favorite podcast now is a newsletter. Introducing Locked On 76ers daily newsletter, one-stop shop for the ultimate and league coverage. That's right, ultimate team and league coverage delivered right to your inbox. Sign up for free at LockedOnDaily.com. That's LockedOnDaily.com. And start your day with the all-new free Locked On 76ers newsletter. And this particular episode of Locked On 76ers Postcast is brought to you by the Game Time app. That's right. Download the Game Time app and create an account. Use promo code LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off your first ticket purchase. You want to go to a concert, a comedy show, want to go to the big game, whatever the case might be, Game Time app has you covered. Make sure you use promo code LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off your first purchase. Let's get into it. 3 big things. Bing, bang, boom. Number 1, Tyrese Maxey. I referenced the 0 for 7 already. I referenced the 7-19 from beyond the arc. I referenced the 16 points that he had in tonight's ball game. Okay. One thing that absolutely drove me crazy in this game was with Tyrese Maxey driving the lane with 55 seconds left in the game. He's driving the lane. He decides to kick it out to Ricky Council IV. Now, I like Ricky Council IV. Doing postcast last year, watching him come on strong, loved it. I've talked earlier this year about I love how he gets the occasional spark off the bench. Him and KJ Martin last Saturday night. Oh, phenomenal spark off the bench. Love to see it. But 55 seconds left in the game. Am I really kicking it out to Ricky Council III? Ricky Council IV, 4-3? No, I'm not. What did Tyrese Maxey do? He kicked it out to Ricky Council. I would rather see Tyrese Maxey go strong to the hole, looking to get fouled, and then hopefully that happens, or find Jared McCain. I forget who it was that said it, but it's a law I live by, and it was a college coach. Shooting in basketball is not a democracy. It is not for, you're not voting out here, all right? You got 2 guys that are supposed to score the basket for you. The 2 guys on the floor at the time to score the basket for you, they're named Tyrese Maxey and they're named Jared McCain. As much as I like Ricky Council IV, get closer to the basket and get ready for some putbacks. There was one instance where he tried to take flight and throw it down. He ended up getting fouled, making both free throws, which was great to see. That was about 2 minutes left in the game. It was 99-96 after he converted both free throws, so that was good. I love that type of thing for Ricky Council, and that was more of a kick out, knowing that he would be penetrating, and he did, and he got the fouls. He got fouled and went to the line. That was good. And also, that was 2 minutes left in the game. You could do that. Under a minute left, and you're down 3. I'm not going to Ricky Council on that. So Maxey deferring to him, I did not like. Then Maxey also came up with another interesting play that I just don't get. And it led to a turnover. Let me make sure I get the right thing. Yeah. All right. I think it was about 5 minutes left in the game in the fourth quarter. Maxey has a horrible turnover. He gets the feed in at the foul line from McCain. And instead of attacking the rim, instead of being aggressive, he forces a bounce pass to KJ Martin that KJ Martin wasn't going to do anything. Even Alaa Abdelnaby during the broadcast said it. He's like, if he got the ball, I don't even know what to do with it. And I'm thinking it. I'm seeing the play happen before it happens. And I go, he's not going to pass it to, oh my goodness. And he passes it to KJ Martin. No knock on KJ Martin. It was just a really bad decision by Tyrese Maxey. So in his distribution, and in his shooting, in his decision-making, in the fourth quarter, he's got to be better and turn it on before the final 3 minutes of the game. And did he turn it on a little bit there? He absolutely did. But even before that, if Tyrese Maxey is going to ascend to at any point the level of the number 1 guy on this team, with or without Joel Embiid, in the near future, he's got to be better in those situations. So Tyrese Maxey left me unimpressed tonight. I love Tyrese Maxey. I hope Tyrese Maxey is here for 10 years, if not more. Give me 20 years of Tyrese Maxey in a Philadelphia 76ers uniform. But tonight, not so good. Not so good. And if you're not going to have Joel Embiid, and you're not going to have Paul George, who in the previous night played 37 minutes, a Sixers career high for him, if you're not going to have those guys going in the lineup, then you need to have Tyrese Maxey clicking on all cylinders. Now, speaking to somebody that was clicking on all cylinders, Jared McCain, number 2 on my list, he's all about it. He wants that smoke, man. He wants that smoke. I forget where I heard it, but it was a fighting situation, not involving me. It was like on my scroll, or on my it was on my timeline, whatever. And it was somebody challenging one dude challenging another dude to a fight. And the guy's like, "Where are you from, man?" And the guy's like, "I'm from right here, right now." And I that's Jared McCain. Jared McCain doesn't care if it's who was it? Nick Richards last night throwing a shoulder into him, being like, "What the heck's that?" He doesn't care if it's anybody on the Orlando Magic trying to rip boards over his head. He just wants to go out there. He wants to hit threes. He wants to drive the lane. He doesn't care. Okay, I'm back in the starting lineup tonight. All right, I'm going to show you what I can do. Team high 24 points. That's what he did for the Sixers team tonight. Got you a crucial rebound in the fourth quarter to help get things going again for you. He was all over the place. 30 seconds left in the game. It's 101 to 98. You had already had I think it was a black for the Magic, threw it down. So it's 101 to 98. Council misses the three on the next possession. Sixers get the ball back, fortunately, after a missed shot. McCain goes up when it seemed next to impossible to get defensive boards, like you're giving up offensive boards in that fourth quarter left and right. McCain goes up with about 30 seconds left, rips it down. There's an over-the-back call. There's a reaching call, whatever you want to call it. Not called. McCain comes down with it, doesn't matter. Ends up rebounding it, flips it out to Tyrese Maxey, who gets the running layup, called for a goaltend. It's now a 1-point game. Jared McCain made sure he got that possession. Jared McCain, at the end of the third quarter, made sure the 76ers were at least even Stevens going into that fourth quarter when he knocked down a three with 0.2 of a second left. Made it 77-77. Overall on the night, 24 points, team high, great, but the shooting is what impressed me tonight from Jared McCain, as well as the hustle. 39 minutes, 10 of 17 shooting, 3 of 6 from beyond the arc, 1 of 3 from the free throw line. He went to the one thing that did upset me was when he did get fouled, when they did not allow him the opportunity to come down. He got closed out, went down. Fortunately, didn't get hurt or roll an ankle or anything. Went to the foul line, and a guy who's been nothing but money at the free throw line goes 1 for 3 from the free throw line. It gave the Sixers a 1-point lead. Could have been a 3-point lead. But finished with 24 points. 5 Sixers finished in double figures in scoring. KJ Martin had 11. Kelly Oubre had 15. Tyrese Maxey had 16. And Gershon Yabusele went with 15 points tonight and 7 rebounds. Jared McCain also, by the way, 7 rebounds. The guy that's more or less your center had as many rebounds as Jared McCain, or I should reverse that. Jared McCain has as many rebounds as your center. So didn't like what I saw from Maxey. Loved what I saw from Jared McCain tonight. And then 3. Look, I don't know what it is, but this isn't why the Sixers lost. And did I think that Tyrese Maxey got fouled on that 3 attempt that would have tied it at 103 if he would have hit it? Yeah, he got fouled. Did they lose the game because of it? No. But I need to understand how it is that Jared McCain crashes the lane or goes after the rim, attacks the rim as often as he does, as often as Tyrese Maxey does it, and Maxey gets 2 free throws tonight. Jared McCain and Tyrese Maxey combined for 5 free throws. In essence, 2 trips to the line through 4 quarters of basketball. Jared McCain and and look, even knowing Jared McCain's a rookie and not going to get the benefit of the doubt. Well, what about Tyrese Maxey? He's an all-star. He's supposed to be the team leader with no Joel Embiid and no Paul George, and he can't get those calls till there's 2 minutes left on the clock? Make it make sense to me. The officiating, third thing in this game for me, it's absolutely abysmal, is the officiating in this game. And it's been a constant, an absolute constant. So that is driving me absolutely crazy about this game. Some other things, some other odds and ends looking at this game. The 3-point percentage, Sixers actually shot 36% despite Tyrese Maxey. 36% compared to 27% from beyond the arc. They made 11 of 30 compared to 8 of 29 by the Magic. Shooting percentage-wise actually evened out. The Magic jumped out to a 34-22 lead after the first quarter, and then it started evening out after that. They shot 60% from the floor compared to the Sixers shooting 39% from the floor. Was it 39%? Let me check my notes. That seems off. No, 39%. Holy Lord. Yeah. So that wasn't good. It eventually evened out to where both clubs tonight shot 48% from the floor. 48.8%, both clubs tonight. When it came to rebounds, the Magic had the slight edge, 42-35. Offensive rebounds, they had a bigger edge, 16-10. And the Sixers just could not answer for that. Turnovers, Sixers conceded 22 points off of turnovers against the team that is second in the NBA in steals, and they had 13 of them tonight. Big difference in the ball game. Well, I went way over. in the first segment here. My apologies. When we come back, we'll take a look at another start. Well, take a look at what could the Sixers' near future look like. That's when we return on Locked On Sports Philadelphia. This is the Locked On Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel, Locked On 76ers Postcast. By now, you guys have heard me talking a lot about Game Time, the Game Time app. Game Time app has tickets for all events, concerts, comedy shows, and of course, games. Game Time has a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets for you even easier. Makes it easier for you to see your favorite teams play. With Game Time Picks, it filters out all the fluff so you get down right to it. The best prices and the best seats on the Game Time app when you just use the Game Time Picks feature. You can also toggle the all-in pricing feature, which allows you to see the price before you check out, so there's no sticker shock. How did these $30 tickets become $40 tickets? What happened? Not when you toggle the all-in pricing feature. You have super amazing deals with the Game Time app. So download the Game Time app, use promo code LOCKEDONNBA, and get $20 off your first purchase. How great is it to be there in the stadium when a goal is scored, when a three is hit, the squeak of the sneakers, the crash into the boards in the NHL, or being there when you see your team score a touchdown? Game Time app has it all. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use promo code LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and use the code LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off your first purchase. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game time. I also hope you guys are having a great time with Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best place to get real money, sports action with over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings. Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. All you got to do is pick more or less on 2 player stat projections, and you can win up to 100 times your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. That's right. You can now win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. Prize Picks is the best way to get action on sports in over 30 states, including California, Florida, Georgia, and Texas. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play just $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus dollars. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks also offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday. Who doesn't love Taco Tuesday? Tuesday, Prize Picks discounts selected players' projections up to 25% to provide even more value for your lineups. Download the app today and use promo code LOCKEDONNBA to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's right. Use promo code LOCKEDONNBA to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup on Prize Picks. Prize Picks, run your game. So yesterday I was pretty animated about the 76ers and Nick Nurse not saying what's going on with Joel Embiid and acting like he kind of didn't even know who Joel Embiid was. Well, after last night's game, he came out and he said, well, we'll see if he can play. Maybe not. Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. I'm not going to rule anything out. But I ruled it out on the show. I have nothing to do with it, but I was like, that's not happening. So it appears now there's some reason for optimism that the 76ers will have both Paul George and Joel Embiid. And you know what? You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. And Jared McCain and Tyrese Maxey Friday in the second leg of this home stay-at-home series against the Orlando Magic. How about that? That's exciting. As a matter of fact, I think it was Keith Pompey of Inquirer.com, as well as Locked On Sports Philadelphia, Locked On Sixers podcast, daily podcast, along with Kayla Santiago. I believe he put it out earlier in the night saying that there's a little bit of a chance that Joel Embiid actually plays Friday night. His exact tweet was Sixers coach Nick Nurse said there's a chance that Joel Embiid plays Friday night against the Magic. Now, he already played against the Magic earlier in the season. He had a decent game, but was clearly winded as he continues to be a guy that needs to play into shape, and he's not going to do that if he's not playing. But did not go well after that. More inflammation, more management for the knee injury. And there continues to be growing concern about where the Sixers are right now with their big man and their MVP. So I'm not going to hold my breath, but I'm going to be hopeful that he plays. As far as Paul George goes, I haven't seen anything negative after he played 37 minutes. Again, the most he's played as a Sixer. I was all but certain that he was not going to play in tonight's game against the Magic, and I even said so after last night's game. Eventually, obviously, that's what happened. So the Sixers were, of course, shorthanded tonight. They put up a fight, and as I said in the opening segment, they needed more from Tyrese Maxey, and they just didn't get it. As far as the big men went here tonight, and this is something I'm tracking while the Sixers are without Andre Drummond and while they're without Joel Embiid, of course. Tonight, Gershon Yabusele, I mentioned his 7 rebounds. He also had 4 assists. He bounced back a little bit on the shooting side of things tonight. What I liked from him tonight is that he shot 6 of 8 from beyond 6 of 8 from the floor. And that was a nice thing to see from him after he struggled so much 2 nights ago now. So seeing that from him was a really good thing, and I hope I see even more of that from him in the not-too-distant future as he continues to fill in this role without Joel Embiid and without Andre Drummond. So I'll keep my fingers crossed from that. Adem Bona, again, 14 minutes played tonight, did not get on the board. He was blocked pretty viciously under the basket, unfortunately. I think that was actually by Wendell Carter, before he fouled out of the game. Was not much help, unfortunately, for the Sixers. Came up with 3 rebounds in those 14 minutes. 2 offensive boards, which is good. He's been getting on the offensive glass a little bit. So that was good. But Sixers, like I said, going to need more from Maxey, and they're going to need more from the center position while Joel Embiid is not playing. I would love to see Adem Bona take this opportunity and run with it. Don't know if that's happening. One thing that I don't usually pay attention to when it comes to the stat sheet is the plus-minus. But I will say with Yabusele in the game, Oubre in the game, McCain in the game, those guys were all finishing in the plus category tonight. Tyrese Maxey, 38 minutes. Jared McCain, 39 minutes. Jared McCain, +6 tonight. Tyrese Maxey was -8 in the basketball game this evening. That's the way that one went down. One more thing also from tonight's game. Overall, the energy, like Maxey's energy tonight, I was okay with. I didn't think anybody was lollygagging it tonight. I didn't get the sense that anybody was taking their foot off the gas. I had a good sense that this team was going out there really trying to win this game. But the guy that was by far the most impressive in tonight's game was Jared McCain. As far as the energy went, as I'm having an issue with one of my cords here, and that's funny. But there we go. But yeah, so liked what I saw as far as the energy went. Didn't think that was the problem. I thought the bigger problem was the fact that the Sixers just weren't good enough. And it was funny. I just heard Vic Fangio say this in his press conference 2 days ago. He was being asked about adjustments, and the Sixers actually reminded me of this tonight. Hey, what about the adjustments in the second half? And he's like, it's not just adjustments. Sometimes we just play better. It kind of reminded me. I was reminded of that by the Sixers. What did the Sixers do in the second quarter versus the first quarter? What was the adjustment? Well, they made their shots. And maybe that first quarter, you could certainly say they weren't playing with a lot of oomph. Also, the other thing is Franz Wagner dropped in, I think, 11 points in that first quarter. So he was raring to go. The Sixers, unfortunately, not raring to go. But second quarter, they started hitting their shots. They started playing with a little bit more confidence. They had reason to have confidence. And then they actually put up a fight. But a 12-point deficit after the first quarter, that's a little bit of a hole to dig yourself out of. And overall, I don't know what the largest lead of the game for the Magic was 15 points. Sixers' largest lead was 6, and that was in the first 2 minutes of the game. Find a way to come out of the gates a little faster. That was the only issue I had. Came out of the gate, 6-0 run, and then hit a wall. Hit an absolute wall. And Maxey was never able to get on the other side of that wall, even in the final minutes of the game. All right, when we come back, we'll see what you guys have to say about this 76ers loss, snapping their historic season-long 2-game win streak. That's when we return on Locked On Sports Philadelphia, Locked On 76ers postcast. You guys heard me talking about Chime before. Hey, we've all been there. Spending more than we should during the holidays. but you can take control of your finances by using Chime checking account with features like no monthly or maintenance fees, fee-free overdraft up to $200, or getting paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit. Learn more at chime.com/NBA. That's chime.com/NBA. I remember my early days actually starting out in radio, making next to no money, and sometimes not being paid on time. Overdrafts were no fun back in the day, and they're still no fun for anybody today. So Chime helps with fee-free overdraft up to $200. Your next deposit is applied to your balance. Get spotted on debit card purchases and cash withdrawals. No monthly fees or maintenance fees. Over 50,000 fee-free ATMs. Set up direct deposit in your Chime account after qualifying direct deposit of $200 or more. Chime will notify you to enroll in Spot Me. With an activated debit card, Chime will spot you $200 in debit card purchases and cash withdrawals. Your next direct deposit is applied to your negative balance. Chime never charges overdraft fees for using Spot Me. So enjoy the holidays while keeping your financial goals on track with Chime. Open your account in 2 minutes at chime.com/NBA. That's chime.com/NBA. Chime feels like progress. Banking services and debit card provided by Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A., member FDIC. Spot Me eligibility requires an overdraft limit to apply. Direct deposit timing depends on submission of payment file. Boosts are available to eligible Chime members enrolled in Spot Me and are subject to monthly limits. Fees apply, and out-of-network ATMs for OTC withdrawals. Let's get into the chat check and see how you guys are doing after this, well, not so great 76ers loss. BC's chiming in saying, go Lakers all day. Thanks. Batman 100. Don't know whether to be encouraged or discouraged by this game. This is a game we probably should have lost, but excuse me. We had a real shot to win, just couldn't execute when it counted. If I say I'm encouraged by the loss, then that's a moral victory, and I don't believe in moral victories. I don't believe in moral losses. You know, like when you're up by 20 in a game and you almost blow it, that's a moral loss. Anytime you got to hold on to win, it's like, oh, they didn't lose. That's a moral loss. But for this game, I liked a lot more stuff than I didn't like. I like Gershon getting involved in the offense and scoring, hitting some shots. He was, well, I mean, him and Maxey the last 2 games ago against the Hornets weren't able to throw the ball in the ocean from a boat. And then Maxey recovered to kind of save his own hide at the end of the game against the Hornets to help propel the Sixers to their second straight win. And then this game, Maxey tried to get it going again late. Really couldn't muster up much, unfortunately. Again, the killer for him is 1 for 14 from beyond the arc in the last 2 games. Whatever shooting cold Jared McCain had over 2 games where he was 2 for 21 from beyond the arc, apparently that was contagious, and now Tyrese Maxey's got it. Jared McCain's got the antibodies now, and now Maxey's got the cold. So hopefully he kicks that before Friday against the Magic. Thank you, Bam Man 100. Elliot Lloyd, so you're telling me there's a chance Embiid plays? That's right, Mr. Christmas. That's right. BC, 2001 NBA Finals. Okay. The Great Depression. World War I. The Civil War. Do you want to keep getting older with these references? Thanks very much. The 83 Finals. Still having nightmares about Mo Cheeks? He was a basketball player. It wasn't just a clever nickname. Anyway, that kind of also reminds me of most of the 76ers season. Mo Cheeks. Elliot, I was a season ticket holder for the Iverson era. Loved that run to the finals. When they beat the Bucks, the energy in the building was simply electric. Elliot, that was some of the best. Those are some of the greatest memories of me being just a fan. I was a high school kid. There was a party at somebody's house every night of that playoff run. Every night. Back-to-back game 7s in those series against the Bucks and the Raptors and the Bucks. And then, of course, 5 games against the Lakers. Wah, wah. Sad. At least they made the game entertaining, says Bandman. I'm with you there. Elliot, it's better than looming lifeless and unengaged like the beginning of the season. True. I'm with you there. The liberation of fans. That's great. Oh, you're born between 83 and 87, probably? Okay. Happy birthday, hon. All right, anyway. Thanks, everyone in the chat. You guys are wonderful. Sixers take the loss tonight, 106-102. Maxey, once again, 7-19 from the floor, 0 for 7 from beyond the arc. A rough night for Tyrese Maxey. A rough night. I'll be back with you guys Friday night following the 76ers and Magic second game of this dual home series against the Magic, and hopefully we'll be talking about Joel Embiid going out there and dropping 35. I'll keep my fingers crossed for that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. My name is Mark Farzetta. Make sure you like and subscribe on Locked On Sports Philadelphia. That's Locked On Sports Philadelphia. For all your postcast needs. You got me with the Sixers this season and then Philly season. And then you got Jason Martinez. You got Harry Mays covering all things Eagles for your Locked On Eagles postcast as well. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hit like and subscribe on Locked On Sports Philadelphia. See you guys Friday night. Bye.